It's a rainy day, but it doesn't look like that's going to deter Rishi Sunak and his wife. And also, there's a interesting agenda of items this morning, even after the Akshardham temple, Aishwarya. Rajghat is where all the G20, or should I say G21 leaders will be assembling, where they will be paying tribute to the Mahatma as well. So first Akshardham, and then the scene will shift to the Rajghat.
Well, that is exactly what, we will see all the top leaders doing. From what we also, know is that all the leaders will also be writing on the wall at Rajghat. We have seen how the top leaders, Shiv, globally, whenever they have come to India, the one thing that they really do is to make sure that, they go to the place and they pay tribute to our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. So that's also something which will be coming up in the next couple of hours. But yes, for Rishi Sunak and his wife, one of the things that they made sure that they do is to come inside the temple and also to pray. From what we also know, what they will be doing is that they will be taking the prasad also. That's something that the priest inside the Akshardham temple have told us, Shiv, they will be taking the prasad along with them to the United Kingdom. So all those things lined up for Rishi Sunak and his family. And then, Shiv, they will be moving back to the UK.
Okay, very interesting. So I'm told that live images are going to be coming to us in just a few seconds from now, where we're going to be able to see what's happening inside the Akshardham temple. Rishi Sunak and his wife have already reached. I'm going to tell my producer to just switch off the talkback so I can anchor in peace. Yeah, sorry about that. So Rishi Sunak and his wife are going to be inside the Akshardham temple in just a moment from now. We're going to get those live images right out to you in a moment from now. They have already reached, as you can imagine. It's the British Prime Minister. So there are multiple levels of security, Aishwarya, and you can talk us through those as well. It's not just the Delhi police and Indian intelligence agencies, but also British intelligence and local resources from the UK High Commission, who will all be there. I'm sure the British High Commissioner Alex Ellis will also be accompanying the British Prime Minister, as will other officials from the High Commission and possibly the External Affairs Ministry as well. So this is a world leader who's going to be visiting the Akshardham temple. There's going to be widespread security around his visit at this point of time. Can you tell us a little bit more about that from where you're standing, Aishwarya? I'm sure, it's a little bit of a distance away, but that's a nice vantage point you have of the beautiful Akshardham. Extensive security, though.
Extensive, Shikhar, from what we understand, close to 2,000 security personnel have been deployed in and around the Akshardham temple. The vehicles are not being allowed to stop. In fact, not just the vehicles, Shiv. People, are also not being allowed to stop anywhere close. For the UK, this is a big moment. The security forces, as you were speaking about, not just the Indian forces from the UK too, have made sure, and they've in fact scanned the entire region. From what we understand from the priest inside the temple, the entire temple premises was also being scanned late last night. So those are the things that the security forces are now making sure that they take care of, and that's the reason why the temple in fact has been shut for the people. It will open at about 9 a.m. in the morning today. All the security arrangements have been made. Let me also tell you, the priest in fact had requested that there should be a guy who should be making the video, because even for the temple, this is a momentous moment for them. It is the Prime Minister of the UK who's now coming with his family, but the only person who's now being allowed inside, apart from the priest and the officials who will be coming, is one photographer. So, that's the kind of security that is now being made sure is inside, in and around the Akshardham temple, speaking volumes of the kind of arrangements that the security personnel are making, but also speaking volume about how religious Rishi Sunak and his family actually are, Shiv. Extremely tight schedule. We have seen the kind of, talks that have been going on, the very important decisions that have been taken. But yes, making sure early morning that Rishi Sunak and his wife visiting the temple speaks volume about, the kind of person Rishi Sunak and the kind of family that he comes from. If you look at all the visuals, most of the visuals, you will be seeing Rishi Sunak having a kalava on his wrist, Shiv. So all those things speak volume.